Welcome everyone to today's meditation session. So today we will talk about what Saja Yoga meditation is all about. We will understand what chakras are and what nadis are. We will understand what are the different qualities associated with it, and we will also understand how these chakras and nadis play a role in our day-to-day life. And then we will understand about Kundalini energy and how to awaken the Kundalini within us. We will also understand how our founder, Srimataji, found this method. We'll try to practically experience this method of Saj Yoga using which the Kundalini energy can be spontaneously awakened within us. So, to begin with, we'll first try to understand what this Kundalini energy is within us. So the Kundalini energy within us is a dormant, very powerful energy which is lying at the base of the spine within us. And it's actually a completely purely motherly energy that we have within us. And we get it when we are in our mother's womb. This energy is already there within us and it comes down and rests at the base of the spine. Now, in ancient times, there have been a lot of ways and methods that people have been exploring to find a way to awaken this energy within us. The Kundalini energy is a well known concept, and usually, to awaken this energy, people spend many, many years trying to, keep themselves aloof from the society to get this focus to awaken this energy. What Srimataji, our founder, has done is she found this unique technique, which is very simple, to awaken the Kundalini within us in a very spontaneous way. Her pure desire was to help the mankind find peace and harmony in their life and to make sure that they are not getting distracted or deviated from the real truth or the real purpose of life. With the awakening of the Kundalini, a person gets connected to his or her true self, which lies within us. And as we are more and more accustomed to the society, we tend to go away from our true self due to various reasons. And what the Kundalini energy and Sahaja Yoga meditation does is to get you closer to this innate energy and to identify and understand the true purpose of our life. Shivaji spent a lot of her years traveling around the world trying to spread this message and introduce this technique to as many people as possible. She always did this completely free of cost. Her philosophy was that people should not be charged money to understand their true self or find their true self. And all of the working or the whole technique of Sahaja Yoga is completely above any kind of cultural background, religion, or past experience. All that is needed is a pure desire to feel the true self. So, our subtle system actually contains three nadis and seven chakras. As you can see in this image over here, so this is the chart that explains our subtle system. This is how our human body looks like. And we have all these colored dotted circles already within us. And these colored dotted circles are nothing but our chakras. And the lines, the colored lines that you see, the three lines are the nadis. Chakras, in simple terms, are nothing but energy centers. These energy centers have different qualities that we are associated with, and at the same time, they also govern the functioning of the organs around it. So, to begin with, the first energy center that we have is the Muladhara chakra or the Muladhara energy center. This is the energy center using which we get the power of innocence and wisdom within us. We also have a childlike quality that gets activated within us, which allows us to see life in a very playful and joyful manner, like how children usually do. It gives us a sense of joy and purity in everything, to rise above all kinds of greed or all kinds of envy that we come across in day-to-day life, and to completely be in a pure state where we are able to enjoy every moment of our life. So this is what comes from our Muladhara Chakra. And right above our Muladhara Chakra is the Kundalini energy that we have been speaking about. This Kundalini energy is a very powerful energy that has always been there and has just not been active so far. And this motherly energy, through the technique of Saj Yoga, when awakened, rises through all seven energy centers, trying to cleanse and activate it so that it can be put to the best use for us. The second energy center that we have above the Kundalini is the Swadhisthana Chakra. This is the energy center that gives us a creative way of life. It gives us knowledge and it gives us also pure attention. In today's world, attention or what goes on in our mind plays a very important role because we are constantly fed with information, with opinions, and with situations where we have to make decisions. And with the evolving social media, this has not been any easier. So, with Swadhisthana Chakra, what it allows us is to separate the noise and find the peace to make the right decision for us. The attention is also connected directly to our liver. So we say that the liver is the seat of the attention. So anytime when we see that we are overthinking or we are worried too much about something, our liver is the one that gets affected first. And the Swadhisthana chakra actually takes care of liver, as we spoke about how the chakras govern the functioning of the different organs around it. Moving on, if we see this green circle around us and we see the third energy center between it. So this is the Nabhi chakra, and around it is called as void. The void is something that gives us the sense of ownership to be our own master. With a strong void, when this energy center is cleared out, we get the sense of being our own master. We are able to have the discretion to make the right decision for us without getting carried away by any kind of societal pressure. This energy center works closely with the Nabi chakra. So the void and the Nabi chakra works together to give us peace, generosity, and satisfaction. So we are somehow obliged to work constantly for success, and yet nobody knows the clear definition of success. And it's a never-ending journey. When you have something, you always want something more. But the inability to stay and enjoy what you already have is completely lost in today's world. And this comes from the Nabi Chakra, to have the peace within us, to actively see what is really there and what we can really enjoy and find the peace and satisfaction in it really comes from the Nabi Chakra. Similarly, we have the next energy center, which is the Anahata Chakra, the chakra that governs our heart. This energy center gives us the sense of security, it gives us compassion, it gives us love. When this energy center is awakened within us, we develop unconditional love. It allows us to forgive everyone, to let go things easily, and just emit pure love and pure compassion for everyone, and at the same time feel secure about ourselves. This is also where the spirit lies. The spirit is nothing but our true identity. So, to put it in other terms, spirit is nothing but our true self. And the whole point of doing meditation is to make sure that we are becoming the pure spirit, we are able to be our true self. Moving on is the fifth energy center, which is the Vishuddhi chakra. This energy center gives us the joy of being in collective. It allows us to enjoy the society, enjoy the people around us. At the same time, it gives us good speech. The Vishuddhi Chakra governs how we speak to ourselves and how we speak to others. So the whole skill of talking to others, treating others, and also the whole skill of self love and talking to ourselves, the way we talk to ourselves, the way we treat ourselves is all completely connected with the Vishuddhi Chakra. The next is the Agya Chakra. This is the energy center that gives us forgiveness, the ability to forgive others, the power to forgive whatever has happened in the past and to move on. In today's world, it is so easy to get stuck onto a situation or an incident and find the strength to move on from it. But with the awakening of the Agya Chakra, it becomes very easy to forgive, let go, and move on in life. And that's when we find the real peace in our life. And then comes the last energy center, which is the seventh energy center called as Sahasrara. This is an integration of all the energy centers. So when the Kundalini rises through each and every energy center, trying to cleanse it, trying to activate it, and as it reaches the seventh energy center, is when we say that we have been connected to the true self. At this point, we are completely at a state called as thoughtless awareness, where we are completely aware of who we are and what we are doing, but without any thoughts. And this is the state of pure bliss that we enjoy and that we try to achieve through meditation. So now we will understand what the three channels are. So we have three lines mentioned here. The line on the right side in yellow is what controls our future. The line in blue is what controls our past. And the line in the center is what controls our present. Our whole aim in Saj Yoga is to make sure that we are always in the center. We want to make sure that our thoughts, our actions are all focused on what is happening in the present and what is needed in the present. We do not want to worry about what is going to happen. This always creates all kinds of worries, anxiety, and we want to avoid getting into uh, getting into a thought process of what is really going to happen, but to enjoy what we already have, and also to not get indulged in what has already happened in our life and not let past experiences or decisions affect our present. So in Sajoga, we say that when the Kundalini is risen, we are completely away from our past. Our past has nothing to do. We are literally reborn. Our spirit is reborn, and we completely get to enjoy the true self without worrying about what has already happened in our life. So the whole aim is to make sure that we are in the center and to be able to be thoughtless and enjoy what is really happening currently rather than worrying about what has happened or what is going to happen. So this is a very short introduction about what Saj Yoga is, what the different energy centers are doing, what the different channels are doing, and also a short introduction about our founder, Sri Mataji. Now we will watch a short speech from Sri Mataji where she explains more about Saja Yoga, and then we will get into the practical side of meditation.
You have to know that truth is what it is. We cannot conceptualize it with our human awareness. We cannot order it. We cannot manipulate it. We cannot organize it. It is what it is, has been and will be. And what is the truth? Truth is that we are surrounded, or we are penetrated, or we are nourished, looked after and loved by a very subtle energy, which is the energy of divine love. The second truth is that we are not this body, this mind, these conditionings, this ego, but we are the spirit. You don't have to accept what I am saying blindly, because blind faith leads to fanaticism. But as scientists, you must keep your mind open and see for yourself what I am saying. If it is so, honestly, you must accept it. We know so much through science about our civilization, our advancement. This is the advancement of a tree which has grown outside very much. But if we do not know our roots, we will be destroyed. So it is important to know about our roots. And this is what it is that I would say are our roots. As you can see, there are 7 centers within us. And these subtle centers are placed in the spinal cord and in the brain. These cater to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs. On the physical side, they manifest the energy for the use of our plexuses, which look after our physical problems. That is on the right side. The energy which is supplied by this yellow line, a subtle channel, we call it as the Pingala Nadi. This supplies energy for our physical and mental actions. So this is the power of action within us, which also caters to the right sympathetic nervous system. The another channel you see on the left hand side is the channel by which we desire, put our energy to our desire. So this is the power of desire and looks after our emotions. This is the one which looks after our conditionings also. At the end of these 2 channels, they create 2 institutions. One on the right side crosses over, and the yellow balloon that you see is the ego, is the balloon of ego that we have. And the left hand side one, which conditions our mind, is the balloon of superego. As we start growing in age, by the time we are 12 years of age, these 2 completely meet and the soft bone in our head becomes completely calcified. Now there's third energy within us, which is in the center. And this central energy is the one which has made us human beings. And these centers are the milestones of our evolution. So now the last jumping is left out. It has reached up to the limbic area. Now, only thing is it has to break through the soft bone on the head and break through that, which is the actualization of baptism. Baptism is not an artificial thing. It is an actualization. But the energy that does it is, we call it sleeping energy, in the triangular bone called as sacrum. That means the Greeks knew that this is a sacred bone, that they called it sacrum. This energy has to rise and break through that fontanelle bone area and connect us to that subtle divine power which we have never felt during human awareness.
So we can now get to the practical side of experiencing this awakening of the Kundalini energy within us. So what we have to do is sit comfortably and both our hands stays on our lap. We will do all the actions with our right hand. So we can slowly close our eyes. Try to focus on our breath so that we can relax ourselves. We'll take our right hand and we'll place it on the left side of our waist. And we will take an affirmation here with pure desire, with a pure belief that we can be our true self. We'll take the affirmation: Mother Kundalini, please give me pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me pure knowledge. Now we'll slowly raise our right hand and move it to the left part of our stomach with our palms touching the stomach. And here we can take the next affirmation with complete belief. We can say, Mother Kundalini, I am my own master. Mother Kundalini, I am my own master. Now we can take our right hand and we can place it on our heart, the left side. And here we can take the next affirmation with a very pure desire that Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am only the pure spirit. I am not my thoughts, I am not my mind, I am only the pure spirit, my true self. And now we take our right hand and we move it to the left part of our neck. And here we can say the affirmation, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty of anything. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty of anything. And now we take our right hand, we can place it on our forehead, and we can bend our heads down, and we can say, Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. Now we move to the final step. We take our right hand and we place it on top of our head. We can stretch our palms and we make our scalp move with our palm in clockwise direction by rotating it. And while we do that, we take the final affirmation, Mother Kundalini, please give me my self realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self realization. Please connect me to my true self. And we can gently lift our hands up and slowly bring it back on our lap. And with a complete attention on top of our head, we can just be in meditation for a few minutes. We can now slowly open our eyes and can join our hands to thank the Kundalini energy within us for this blissful experience. And with that, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you all for joining in, and we really hope you guys had a very peaceful meditation and it really helped you. And we hope to see you again next week, same time. So we will meet every week on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So with that, we come to an end of the session. We wish you all a wonderful week and see you next week. Thank you.